to see these topics, okay, which are pending, and few more topics we will also see. So firstly, we are just going to see the left and right function. So left and right function is basically that using the left function from any of the data set, you can fetch the number of characters from the left hand side. Okay. And right function will help you to fetch the number of characters from the right hand side. Example, I have the data in this column A and I want the first three letters from each and every name. Okay. So I want the first three letters. Now, here I will use the left function. Okay. So I will say the left, and you can see it requires the two parameter, input parameter, text and number of characters. So I said this is my text and I need the three number of characters. Close this bracket and enter. So see, it is giving you the first three characters from the left hand side. If you will write I need the two number of character, it will give you the two number of characters, right? If you will write the three, then four, then four. If you write one number of characters, so you can see it is giving you the one number of character, right? Now if you see in the two input parameter, if you see this text is written directly, but this number of characters is written within the square bracket. You can see within the square bracket this number of characters has been written, but this text is written directly. Can anyone tell that what is the difference? If any input parameter is written without a square bracket, or if any input parameter which is written in the square bracket, what is the difference between both of them?
Any text which was written in square bracket are optional, sir.
Very good. That is the optional one. Okay. So in this case, number of character is optional. It means if I do not provide the number of characters, this function will execute. It will not throw any error. So now if I have not given the number of characters, then what will be the output? So default, it will take the one character. Okay, you can see. So either you write the number of characters as a one, or you do not write the number of character, it will give you the same result. This was the question was asked from most of the candidates, that if you write left and give the cell reference, and if you write left cell reference comma one, what will be the output? So the output will be the same. Either you pass the number of characters as a one, or you do not pass the number of character, both will give you the same result. Okay. So now if I require, suppose the three characters, you can see, if I drag it down here, so you will see it will give you the result for each and every name, the first three characters it is going to give you. Okay, now you can see. Similarly, we have the right function. So if I say the right and I say from the right I need the two characters. So from the right hand side the two characters is a VA, right? So you can see this VA. If you drag it, it will give you the two characters from the right hand side. Okay. Now, for example, if I say I have given you this column A and column B, name and ID. Now my requirement is that I want everyone's email ID in column F. I need to create an email ID pattern. I'm telling you the email ID pattern is I need the first three characters, then employee ID of that employee, and at the rate text test.com. This should be the email ID format. So now understand the format, in which format I am looking for the result. So I need the first three characters. Okay. Then I need the employee ID. Then I need the @test.com. So to fetch the first three characters, I will say I need the three characters. And okay, it will give you the three characters. After that, I need this 1001. This 1001, I need to concatenate. I can use the ampersand and this is the ID, right? After that, what is the required? @test.com. So that is the manual text. So I can write in double quotes @test.com. Press the enter. So see, it is giving you the result. But if I say the first three characters should be in the lower case, right? So I can use the lower function before that. Okay. And I say whatever the result will get generate, I need to go with this lower case. So see this one. If you drag it down, see the email ID is created in the required format. It is taking the first three characters from the first name, adding the employee ID and adding the domain, which is @test.com. Okay, this one. So in this kind of a scenario, we can use this one. Now, for an example, I have given you the data into this column A and I say I need the first name in column C. What will be the first thing will come into your mind? How you will deliver the first name in column C? Anyone? We have seen that concept.
Rohit, text to column.
Very good. Text to column, right? So you will select, you will perform this text to column. You will go with this space as a delimiter. You need the output here. Okay. Last name is not required. And you will click on the finish and you will see the output. But now tell me, if I change the name here in the C column, it is changing or not? Is it changing?
No, sir.
No, right? The reason is that because text to column is a one-time activity. It doesn't mean that if you change your raw data set, then the text to column generated result will get changed. No, there is no linkages. Again, if I just need the Bonnie name here, so either again I have to perform the text to column or I have to write it manually. But I want this should be the dynamic. If I make any changes into this column A, which is my raw data, then the C column result automatically should get changed accordingly. Okay, so I want to make this completely dynamic. So if you want to make anything dynamic in Excel, so obviously you have to use the function, right? But to fetch the first name, obviously we have to use the left function. But where the problem will create? I recognize this one, identified this one. To fetch the first name, I have to use the left function. That is fine. But where the problem will occur?
We cannot decide how many letters every name
Hmm.
has.
Absolutely correct. It means in the number of characters, it will create the problem.
Right.
Because every person has a different number of characters in the first name. But if you see, there is a common factor which is helping you. That before the first name, sorry, before the first space, your first name is getting ended or not? It means if you identify the position of your first space, then you will be able to see fetch the first name,
Correct.
right? So in the Excel, we have a find function. Find function helps you to find the position of any character. It's not only for the space. You want to find the position of comma, dot, semicolon, @ABC, 1, 2, 3, XYZ. For any of the character, it is going to give you the position. So here I said equals to find function, find text. Find text means what to find. I need to find the space. Comma, within text, in which text? In this text. Okay. Start number 1. It means I need to start from this B. And this is also the optional one. Okay. If you do not provide, it will also work. But start number is also one of the most important thing which we will see today itself. Okay. Now, if I press the enter, so it is giving me the position of the first space in each and every text, right? Now, in the Bonnie, how many characters do we have in the Bonnie name? We have a 6 character.
6.
Right.
And space is coming on the 7. 7 minus 1 is what? 6.
Right.
It means I need to go with this left function, and in number of characters, I put this formula. This find will give you the 7 and minus 1. So 7 minus 1, that is a 6. So I need the 6 character in this A2. So you can see, if I press enter, it will give me the first name. If you will not do the minus 1, obviously it will fetch the 7 character. So it means it will include the space, right? So to remove that space, I have done this minus 1. And now you can see. Now if I change the name, okay, see, I will change the name in column A and just focus in column C, okay? I'm changing the name. In the C column, name got changed or not accordingly?
Right.
This one. Because now this is directly connected with my A column. And to remove the space, I have done this minus 1, and we can also use the trim function. Okay, so trim function is what? Trim function basically helps you to remove the leading and the trailing spaces. Like for example, here you can see I have this data where before this Ramesh name, I have the unwanted space you can see. Between the Ramesh and Tomar, I have these many spaces. After the Tomar, I have these extra spaces over here. Okay, I need the clean data. It means Ramesh space Tomar. So if I use the trim function here, so you can see it is giving me the clean data. If I go for the paste special, you can see unwanted character space has been deleted, right? So trim function basically helps you to delete the leading and the trailing spaces, and between the two characters, if there are the multiple spaces, so all those spaces will convert into the single space. Similarly here, what we can do here, when we were using this left function, okay, and I'm not doing this minus 1, so left side says 7 characters. So if I just show you the paste special, so here just see, after this Bonnie space is coming, can you see this one? See, right? So to remove this space, as I have did minus 1, we have a one more way, that whatever the result is getting generated by this left, I can use the trim function here, this one. And now if I show this to you, look, the space has been removed, this one. But remember this, trim function only will help you in the space. If instead of a space, if for example there is a underscore, hyphen, or any other character, trim function will not be able to help you. In that case, you have to go with this minus 1. Okay. Now we have a function.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Hmm.
Can we repeat this find function again?
Find function will help you to find the position of any character in the string. So here I have just given this find text, that what to find. So I said I need to find the space, comma, within text. In which text? I said in the A2. So it will start from the left side and it will move to the right side, and where it will find the space, it will stop there and it will give you the position of that. This one.
And then we insert it in the C with the formula.
This one.
Left, yeah, left
So
into. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Now we have the len function. So len function basically will give you the length of the text, length of the text. Like in this Bonnie Potter, how many characters has been used, it will give you the number of characters. If I press enter, see 13 character, including space. Remember, it will include everything. Okay. Now if I just drag it down, I can see that in which cell how many characters has been used. Okay. Now if I say I need the last name, so for the last name, you will use the right function in this case, because right function always move from right to left and left function move from left to right, right? So I need the last name, so I will use the right function, but again the same situation, number of characters. So if you just focus on this one, let's take the example of this Bonnie Potter. When you have taken the length, what was the output in the length
13.
and space?
I think there are 2 spaces.
No. Space position
7.
1,
7. 13 minus 7 is what? 6.
6.
And in the Potter, how many characters do you have?
6.
6.
Correct? Got the logic? So you said use the right function for this text, and in number of characters, I said get the total length, which is 13, minus go for the first space. So 13 minus 7, that is 6. So in this A2 cell from the right hand side, I need the 6th character, and which is Potter. This one, if you drag it down, see, it is giving you the last name.
That is something,
Mhm.
new to me.
We need to have find
Mhm.
that is there to find his first name or last name, right? Then only we can use the formula, not without it.
No, look, if I say from the column A, I need the first name and the last name. Okay. If this is a one-time activity, you can perform the text through column. But if you have to make this thing dynamic, then you have to use the right and left function.
Okay.
Okay.
And what if we don't have that number 7 with us?
Number 7. It means there is a no space, right?
No, it means I don't know how much is the size of the earlier letter. I need to find the right side, okay? But I don't know how much character is ahead to it. So how
So
can
that
I do it?
so that is completely the dynamic, na? Here,
Okay.
this function is completely the dynamic. The 7
So
is
then
not
I
a
need
hard.
to find it.
Look, this column F and G I have captured to show you only. Okay, that
Right.
how the find function and length function actually works. But directly, if you
Right.
see, if I will implement this one, it is directly connected with my cell, and this is completely the dynamic. Can you see that it is
Okay.
giving you the right name the completely for everything? If you will increase the length of the last name also, na, it will automatically will get captured. For example, in the Timothy Rizzi, if I add the Y and enter, can you see here the Y is coming,
Right.
right?
Right.
Automatically
Right.
it will go for either you go for the first name or the last name. It will give you the perfect result. That's what it call as a dynamic function.
It's really nice. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Anu, I haven't received that sheet. Will you please share it to me?
Okay. It is shared on the Telegram channel. Can anyone check?
On Telegram, क्या
On
down.
Can anyone please confirm? Have you received? The team has. Okay. So
Yes.
on the
Yes.
Yes, please.
okay. So from the Telegram channel, you can download this file. So you want to try this function?
Yes, can we get 2 minutes time to try it?
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
I want to try, but looking.
Download the file. I'm pasting the formula here. Okay, this is the left formula, and this is a left with trim. I'm pasting in the side for your reference. Okay, this one and this one. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Just try this formula and do let me know.
Can you show the find function syntax?
Okay, that also I'm pasting. This is the find function and this is the len function. Let me know once this is done. Do let me know if this is done, please. Okay. Now, here you have the first name and the last name. Okay. Now, for example, if you have the first name, middle name, and the last name also, then In this case, I need the first name, middle name, and the last name separately. Okay. Now, so before that, if you see in your data set, you have the two spaces. One space after the first name, second space after the middle name. So I want to find the position of the first space and position of the second space. So for first space, simple. This one, which we have seen earlier, right? If you drag it down the first space. For the second space, I say find the space into this text, but start number from where you want to start. So to find the position of the second space, I need to jump from the first space. It means my start number will be after the first space. Okay, it means in this case, I need to start from the S. So my start number will be the first space plus 1. If you see, it is giving me the second space. Look, giving you one fundamental logic. Listen it very carefully. In this, I have 3 spaces. Okay. If I say I need to find the first space, simple. This is my first space. If I need to find the second space, copy this first space find formula. And to find the second space, simple. Find the space in this text, and in its start number, paste the first space plus 1. This one. Now, if you need the third space, copy this second space formula. This one. And I say find the space in this text. Start number will be the second space plus 1. This one. This one. If you need the fourth space, your start number will be the third space plus 1. If you need the fifth space, your start number will be the fourth space plus 1. Okay. So this is basically the logic. So now you have captured the first space and the second space here. And now if you need the first name, that is very easily. The same way we have seen